feel like I'm having a spiritual experience right now. Today, we will be reacting to episode 23 and 24 of Neon Genesis Evangelion. I am so excited for today's 2 episodes. First of all, we only have 2 more episodes, which means 1 more reaction video before we finish the series.
After this one.
So I am on the edge of my freaking seat, literally.
Wow.
And just so we have this at the top of the episode, we do want to let everyone know that we will be reacting to the end of Evangelion, the movie, after episode 25 and 26.
To complete it.
Yes, to complete the series. And then after that, we will start on the rebuilds. So with all of that out of the way, and without further ado, let's just jump into episode 23, Tears.
Katsuragi, it's me. By the time you get this message,
Oh, yeah.
probably made life a lot harder for you.
Oh my
Shoot.
god.
For that, I'm sorry. Give my apologies to Ritsuko as well.
Oh,
my
she's a wreck.
god.
In my place, that'd be great. Shinji knows where they're at. If
Jeez.
I can see you again, I'll say the words I meant to say 8 years ago. Bye.
A phone that doesn't ring, huh?
Just say it in the voicemail, man.
I know,
Miss
for real.
Masato's showing
Pen, pen.
up today as well. I wonder if Oscar will come home today.
Everybody's going through it.
Yeah.
She won't go to school. She won't go home. She just plays video games. Hikari, what is it? Let's sleep. Okay.
She's just taking that poor girl hostage.
She really is.
I'm sorry if I'm a nuisance. No, you're not a nuisance at all. I couldn't win. Fighting in my Eva. I'm not worth anything anymore. I hate it. I hate it all. I hate everyone. But the one I hate the most is me.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I just don't care anymore. Asuka, I think you should do whatever it is you want to do. I would never judge you. I think you did a great job.
It's not good enough.
I see. Just slipped away all of a sudden. Well, probably. I mean, cats don't live forever. Please don't cry, Grandma. Gotta go.
I mean, everybody's going through it, dude. She's lost her cat. People are dealing with childhood trauma, the loss of their lover.
The spear of
And Ritsuko's cat's dead.
Longinus. There's no way we can recover it now.
Longinus.
Why did you use it? You realize we haven't completed our planned series of Avas yet.
It was unavoidable.
You should try to make your excuses sound more convincing.
Your recent acts of insubordination have been egregious.
For Yutsuki, we are deliberating.
He's so rude.
Yeah.
I see.
They're like, we told you to leave your cell phone at the door.
It's approaching. We will finish this later.
I'll be there in 15 minutes. Send Unit 0 from number 32 to the surface. Unit 2 will provide backup. Commander Ikari is the one with final say over Unit 1. I don't have any authority.
Whoa, a
The
halo.
angel with my own eyes. Great.
Unit 2, stand by at current position.
No. Launch.
But sir!
Proceed. She can still be useful as a decoy.
Damn. Yeah, regardless of her mental breakdown.
Here I am, shamelessly on board. Huh. I wonder if I'll just be a burden on the others by being deployed.
Target has breached the Gora absolute defense.
This is so not like her,
I
dude.
just don't care, really. Screw it.
Target is airborne above
That's
the
an
Wado
angel?
body. Continuing fixed point rotation.
The Magi is saying it cannot provide an answer.
There's not enough data for it to formulate an answer.
I'm convinced that
Whoa.
its current state is only temporary. Ray, we're gonna hold position for now.
No, it's coming.
What the heck?
Fire back at it! It's too late! She won't be able to!
Oh my god. Okay, Ray.
What about Unit 0's AT field?
It's deployed, but
It's done.
It's being corroded by the angel.
It's being corroded.
Is that angel aggressively attempting to make first contact with Unit 0?
Aggressively.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Launch Ava Unit 2 now. Have her rescue Ray and provide cover.
She's not in a very stable state of mind right now.
Target continuing.
Asuka, close into 300 and fire your pallet gun at the target's back while deploying your AT field at maximum power. Ava Unit 2, lift off.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead and
guess.
lift off. Come on.
Go ahead. Come on, Asuka.
Her sync rate is in the single digits. It won't
down, right now!
Yay. Not good.
Who is it? Me? The me inside the Ava? No, I sense somebody here other than myself. Who are you? An angel? Don't you want to become one with me? No, I am me.
This is the same thing that happened to Shinji.
Too late. It's already begun. It hurts, right? There. No, this is not pain. You're lonely. Loneliness. I don't understand. You don't want to be alone. But that's your heart you're feeling. It's yours that is full of sadness.
Whoa.
You're feeling it. These are tears.
She clap back at an angel right now?
One crying.
Oh my god. Oh, what the fuck was that?
Immediately, Ava Unit 1 is to return to duty. Launch Unit 1.
Yes, sir.
It's not fair.
Ay.
Send out Unit
Something
1 when I
fucking
was in
wild is happening right now.
Did you hear what she said?
What'd she say?
She said it's not fair they didn't send out Unit 1 when I was in trouble.
Rescue Ray on the double. Ma'am!
You say mom?
No, he said, ma'am.
It's like...
So she's saying like Gendo's priority is like Ray.
Yeah, that's what she
Oh,
said.
it always has been. Ay.
Come with the prom night right now!
It hurts. You're hurting me, Shinji.
Oh my god.
Is this what's inside my heart?
What the actual fuck?
No.
The corrosion is spreading rapidly!
Is she trying to contain the angel?
Oh my god, it looks like her Ava's giving birth.
It won't be able to maintain its core much longer.
Ray, abandon the Ava!
I can't do that because if I'm gone, then the AT field will disappear.
Ray, are you...
Whoa! What the fuck was that? Oh my god! There's no way! There's no way!
And Unit 0?
There are no signs of entry plug ejection, ma'am.
Start the rescue operation. If there are survivors.
Shut the fuck up.
I know, for real.
Okay, she has to be, alive somewhere, somehow. Her consciousness or something.
This is now a top secret operation. Retrieve the plug and dispose of any related components.
To date, we've defeated all the angels through the 16th.
Only one of the angels recorded in Zile's Dead Sea Scrolls now remains.
The road has been long, and much has been sacrificed.
Indeed. First it was the Spear of Longinus, and now Ava Unit 0 is lost.
That is more than enough for us to call for his dismissal.
This calls for another sacrificial lamb.
We also require someone who knows the whole truth.
Misato. No, Ritsuko? Sacrificial lamb, but he doesn't give a fuck about anybody except for Ray. He clearly doesn't give a fuck about Shinji.
I'm coming in.
No tears won't come out. I feel so sad, but the tears, they won't come.
Shinji, I wish there was more I could do, but all I can do is this.
Stop it! Please don't miss Misato.
I'm sorry. I know he's feeling lonely. I wonder if he's afraid of women.
Okay, he's going through a lot.
He's afraid of getting close to others.
Yes.
Yeah, Misato.
Come
what
on.
do you mean?
Why would you even say that? Poor Pen, dude. He's just having to deal with everybody else's bullshit all the time.
Yeah, for real. Look at this guy lounging.
He's like, can you guys figure your shit out?
Anyone
I'm trying to relax.
Ray, she was always the product of my despair. However, she still remains the vessel of hope for you.
Poor Ray.
Yeah, poor Ray.
Hello? What is it?
Poor everybody.
What did you just say? Shinji!
See, how? How?
She survived.
I'm so glad you're okay, Ayanami. So Father's not here, huh? Thank you for saving me. How? You sacrificed Unit 0 in order to save my life.
So I saved you.
Don't you remember?
No. It's probably because I am the third one.
The third Ray. The first one was a little girl. The second one was the Ray we know. This is the third one. He's done it 3 times. He's freaking mad. Can't even sit freaking still right now. Ray, you need to try putting on them glasses so you can see things straight. There we go. There we go. Now we're freaking talking. Oh, do it. God damn. It's probably pretty, tough glasses to break.
Yeah. These are tears? This should be the first time I'm seeing them, but it feels like this isn't the first time. Am I the one crying? Why am I crying?
Yes, maintain the status quo for the first children. No need for new restrictions.
Ikari, Chairman Keel and the others won't be happy if they find out Ray survived.
We needn't worry.
We too would like to refrain from any extreme measures.
I do not feel any humiliation at this time.
What a strong-willed woman. He refused to allow us to interrogate the pilot of Unit 0 and had you sent as a proxy instead.
I'm Ray's replacement.
This is part of the truth you were looking for. The only certain way was this capsule. This is everything I have. The passcode is our first fond memory.
Is watermelon.
I'm through with getting all worked up over a phone that doesn't ring. 'Cause I have your heart. It's with me now.
The Evangelions. We are about to have 8 of them available to us.
The obliteration of Tokyo 3 is definitely going to be a boon for what we have planned.
It's a heavy one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello?
Just listen to me. You are no longer under supervision. You can safely go outside now.
Miss Ritsuko?
Dogma.
The central dogma. She's locked out.
Not without my pass. You're gonna let me see all the secrets here with my own eyes.
That's fine, but he is coming in with us.
Shinji.
Shinji?
It's a deal.
What are you doing there?
Good, finally he gets to freaking, someone tells him something. Finally. Letting him in the loop. He's risking his life out there in the field every day. Deserves to know.
Just like Ayanami's room.
This is Rei Ayanami's
That's
room.
fucked up.
This is
What?
where she was born and raised.
Here?
Yes. This is where she was born. The imagery of this room has left a strong impression on the light and water that comprises Rei's deep psyche.
Dr. Akagi, I did not come all the way here to see this.
What the fuck is that?
The very first ones. They were the failures, abandoned 10 years ago. It's also the place where your mother disappeared. You may have no memory of it, but you watched it all happen.
You were there? He was there?
Mm-hmm. Ritsuko!
Like actually down there.
This is what the dummy plug is made of?
I will reveal the truth to you.
Whoa!
Ayanami, are they?
No way! Are you telling me the dummy plugs?
Correct. This is the production line for the dummy plug. These are just empty dummies, and spare parts that are meant to be used for Rei. Mankind came across a god, and then tried to make it their own. God inflicted his wrath. Undeterred, they worked to resurrect their god themselves. That was Adam, just like God. They made a human from Adam. That was Ava.
Avas are human?
Yes, they are. Originally, Avas didn't have human souls. Souls were embedded in them. They were all made of salvaged material. The only one with a soul was Rei. She was the only one that was born containing a soul. These things that look like Rei, they don't have a soul. They're just empty vessels. So I'll destroy them, because I hate them.
Oh my god!
I destroyed property. Objects that aren't human, they're only shaped like humans. And yet I couldn't compete with these things. I wasn't good enough. Thinking of him allowed me to endure any humiliation, any violation. My body means nothing to me. And yet that man, I should have known. I'm such a fool. I am. Mother and daughter, both of us were fools.
She had some kind of freaking feelings for this sicko?
In fact.
Why? He's not that charming. He's not.
Be foolish, Ritsuko. The tragedy of those obsessed with the Avas.
And obsessed with Gendo, apparently. Damn.
And I'm no different.
Oh! Okay, we got some, we got some huge things dropped in that episode. First of all, wow. Second of all, Gendo is not that charming. chill. Everybody needs to freaking chill. Everybody needs to go outside and meet just anybody. The world is full of people.
I mean, it's only been 3 people.
It feels like everybody.
But it's just the power dynamic, you know? It's definitely the power dynamic, and, you know, she sees him as a link to her dead mother, and she sees her mom having this relationship with this guy, and it's definitely something that she wants, that power. She wants to be his. She wants to be what it's so good.
She wants to be what
her mom was to him, but at the same time, she never was something special to him ever.
No, her mom. No.
Her mom never. So she's like, I want that. And it's like, girl, didn't you
want something that wasn't real?
Wasn't real, and he called you an old hag.
Yeah, and your mom ended up dying because of it, being murdered because of it. Okay, so unpacking the Ray stuff. Did it, and I could be way off. It's gonna take me a second to kind of get all my thoughts, all my ducks in a row, if you will. But are they essentially also saying, so we put that, together, I guess, through context clues in the previous couple of episodes that, you know, Adam and Eve, Ava, that was something that I don't know why I didn't put together sooner. It blew my mind.
Yes.
That's been confirmed here, right?
Yes.
That the Avas were created from Adam. They were created without souls. Are they saying that Ray, in a sense, is sort of an Ava? Like, maybe not by definition in the sense that she is like a combat weapon, but they were saying that all of them were born without souls. Ray was the first one born with a soul.
Yeah.
So is she kind of like an Ava, kind of? Or
I can't confirm.
Okay.
I just don't remember. And I just don't remember. But they're saying, I mean, that's not necessarily the most important thing.
It's not, but
the most important thing is that they tried to play God and make a human being with a soul, and that upset the actual angels.
Right.
That are coming down and trying to destroy humanity because of it. So yeah, like you were saying, like Gendo like wants to be a god, and literally that's he's playing that. And the Zila, they're also playing that too.
Right.
They have these plans, and I forget exactly their whole deal, but yeah, that is the most important part, that when you find out that like this was a result of all of that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it went hand in hand of like, yeah, well, you do this and we're going to come after you. It's like, this isn't just like a random occurrence. This was like a direct result of people playing that.
Yeah. And I wanted to just get the terminology correct, because then it would stand that Ray is literally sort of Eve, because she was the first to be given a soul. She is the reason that all of these other angels are coming down and attacking humans.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. Everything like lined up, everything that's happened is a direct result of everything. Obviously, it's like consequences, but Ray wasn't the start.
Okay. So there's...
And I'll just say that.
No. I mean, clearly there is still something, like Shinji's mom disappearing in that Ava graveyard. That has something to do with everything too, which is also where Ray was like born, in that same place where she disappeared. And they keep saying disappeared. They don't say died. They say this is where your mother disappeared.
Well, yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Previously. And Shinji was there. He was in the laboratory. Remember when they're like, who brought their kid to work?
No, I remember he was in the laboratory, but I meant like, was he down there in the elephant graveyard?
No, no. It was like, I mean, yeah, you'll see. But yeah, that was like a good gunk moment. When I was watching it for the first time, and you got it immediately, right when she said, well, I'm the third one.
Yeah.
And I was watching it and I was like, what? Like, what does that even mean? I had no like connection of like, oh, this person is a clone. Like this person is something like a human being that was created, until I got that shot and I was like,
well, it is
good gunked. Like,
is
because yeah, it's like that's why they treat her. That's why Gendo's been treating her kind of so indispensable, or she is dispensable, and because it's like you can just get parts, and she is like, like she's like, I'm not a doll, and she's like, but you are though, like you literally are. Imagine Asuka saw that, she's like, I was right.
Yeah, I called it.
I called it. I freaking called it. I feel better about. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, like she. But it's interesting because it could have been maybe just parts that they've been using, because she's the one that has an actual soul, not these ones. So I don't know what I forget what the process is to like combine that. Like how do they get these parts and make another Rey that has an actual soul?
Well, it seems like somehow, some way they have, when her physical body, because of that explosion that happened in her Ava unit, I don't know if there was anything left over, if there were, if she was mangled to the point that they needed that, but maybe her soul was still intact. And so, yeah, they're able to just use these parts and kind of reconstruct her. But what's interesting is almost, I wonder if they're able to recreate her soul somehow, because she also just doesn't have memories, or the memories she does have are kind of
like buried.
They're buried.
Because she's like, why am I crying? Like, am I the one crying?
So
like it's like almost the previous Rey's like looking through her eyes, but is not able to like do anything but like have emotion about things.
Yeah.
Or have a reason why she wants to do the things she does for Gendo, for Shinji. So it is interesting. And it is interesting also too that we saw a younger version of Rey.
Yeah.
And now we have the second Rey and then the third Rey. And they're, the first and the second are the completely different ages. So.
Well, what I imagine is that we saw Rey be choked out, right? And essentially like killed by Ritsuko's mother. Maybe she didn't die in that moment. But my point is, wherever she was replaced along the way, she did continue to grow. She continues to age at the same rate that a human would age. That's maybe I'm wrong.
It's just interesting. No, it's like when you said that, there's just things that happen, especially in like the Rebuild movies and the last Rebuild one in particular, that's like so crazy. And it is just related to some along the lines of what you said. I'm not going to say it, but those who know. Like those, you get it? You get what I'm saying? And I was gunked off of that shit too. Yeah, this series is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, towards the end, like we're really getting like that Rey reveal really ties a lot of things like together, and just like makes you think about all the other things, like the comments of like, oh, this is like Rey's room. And it's like, well, why wasn't she just living there? Why did she have to live in an apartment that looked exactly like this? Just like random things that
I think that's obviously for everybody else, right? I mean, that is for kind of Rey too. Like,
I guess like her classments drop off like stuff, so she can't be like, oh,
I live in a freaking secret laboratory under the a secret facility under the laboratory. But I also think that it's interesting that they said that this is the dummy plug. This is the central dogma, and sort of the genesis, or the actual like this is where the dummy plug like came from. This is how it came to be, and it is essentially full of dummies of Rey. And it seems like they are just, because when you think about the consciousness that exists in Rey, the soul that exists in Rey, and they're saying that all of these dummies are empty, what they're trying to do with the dummy plug and Shinji and Asuka is they're trying to maybe algorithmically, or in almost sort of like a binary way, they're trying to like replicate their consciousness or their thought processes or their decision making. Or
yeah, I mean, if you think about it, if all of the children that piloted the Avas were Rey,
right? So that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to maybe like create an army of Reys. And he was only like getting the other children like Asuka and Shinji in there long enough so that he could like convince the Ava. See, that makes sense. So he's trying to convince the Ava that there is a human soul in there. That's what he's.
That's what it is.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
And as soon as he has all the data and he has everything he needs, he can then replace them with a Rey with a Shinji consciousness or an Asuka consciousness or a dummy plug.
Yeah, because the Avas are human.
Because
they need a soul.
The Avas themselves are human, and so Rey is literally Eve and the embodiment of the soul, and she is the soul for their entire Ava army, which is why even they were looking for other kids, because I think that the souls that pilot the Avas have to be like unique, right? They can't be. That's why it can't just be Rey copies.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be unique, and this being, this entity, these angels can tell the difference. So they're trying to copy all of these people's souls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't look at the next episode's synopsis.
I never do. I look at the title. Should I not look at the title?
Don't even look at the screen because
it's already queued up.
Okay, don't look at it. Yeah. I completely forgot about this.
And you just read it. You just saw it. There's a lot of other things that I'm sure we're not unpacking or forgetting to unpack, but for the sake of time, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the next episode, episode 24. I'm not gonna even read the title, and then we'll save more time at the end to talk about this episode and potentially anything that we missed or didn't get a chance to get into. But without further ado, let's just jump into episode.
You want me to do it?
24. No, I could just hit the space bar.
Okay, yeah, don't look.
Episode 24, the title of which I am not going to read.
I mean, the title is fine. The last cometh, which is the funny.
Cometh.
Yeah.
The Nightman cometh.
Yeah. But yeah, don't look at anything else. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Mommy, I've been chosen. I'm the world's greatest. It's supposed to be a secret, but I want to share it just with you, Mommy. I'll be fine even without Daddy.
God, that door.
Mommy. Please, Mommy.
Whoa. I mean, we heard about that, but I didn't think we would get to see it.
Mr. Kaji is gone.
It can't be.
Oh, she hasn't even found out yet.
No, she just found out. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Wait, Zero.
She has an 8. She has 8.
Qualified to be second children. There's no reason for me to be here.
Where is she?
No one ever even sees me anymore, so there's no reason left for me to live.
Are you Asuka Langley Soryu?
Intel Section 2 reports that they have the second children safely in custody.
So, first they lose track of her, and then it takes them 7 days to find her? That's not like them.
I'm sure it's intentional.
And Asuka's replacement, the 5th, is arriving today. This chain of events seems like a well-written scenario.
The 5th?
What?
Oy.
Mommy. So what I felt back then, it was true. It was Mother.
I freaking knew it.
Mother.
I knew it. I freaking called it. I don't know how. I don't know why.
I found out my cat died.
Why did you destroy the dummy system?
Ooh.
I didn't destroy the dummy system. I destroyed Rey.
I ask you once more, why?
Because I no longer feel any joy in your embrace. Why don't you do what you want with me, with my body, just like before?
You disappoint me.
You never expected much of me, never placed any hope in me, not once. You wanted nothing of me, nothing, not a damn thing. What do I do now, Mother?
I wonder, where did you go, Asuka? But what am I supposed to do if I do see her? Tell her about Ayanami?
There's so much going on right now, dude. There's so many things happening.
Toji and Kensuke. Their families lost their homes and they all moved away. I can't face Ayanami. I'm too scared. Asuka. Miss Misato. Mother. What should I do?
Who is that? The 5th freaking child?
Nice, isn't it? Music. It enriches the heart. Don't you agree? Shinji Ikari.
Who is that?
Know my name?
Well, who doesn't? I'm Kaoru, Kaoru Nagisa. I'm the fifth children.
The fifth children?
I don't like
You're
him.
How should I?
Just call me Kaoru, Shinji Ikari.
Oh, damn. Shinji.
I got word that the fifth children has just arrived.
Okay, good for you,
All
Shinji.
background information has been deleted, just like with Ray.
Get it.
Her birth is listed as the same date that the second impact took place.
This is a child sent directly by the council.
I hacked into the intelligence department a bit to see if I could find some info. I know where Miss Ritsuko is.
Maintain flight depth and firm position.
I don't like him.
0.3.
Yes, sir.
And are these readings truly reliable?
He's too
All
smug.
monitoring systems are functioning normally.
Sir, I still can't believe this. In terms of the systemic structure, it's impossible.
But the facts say otherwise. First, we need to accept the facts as they are. Then we attempt
Look
to
at him. He's just like,
So you must be the first children, right?
the fuck is this guy's
Rei
deal?
Ayanami.
You need to be
You're
fucked
built
up
the
to be an
same as
Ava
I
pilot.
am.
The same
We're
as I
very
am.
similar. It seems we both come to assume the body type of the Lilin who live here on this planet.
What?
The fifth children has made contact with Ray.
His nature remains a mystery. Who is he, this boy?
He's another Ray.
Shinji still hasn't returned either.
Access to the central dogma is currently available. Please use room 3 for movement.
Hello, have you been sitting there waiting for me?
Is he like based
Not
off like
really.
Kaji or
That's not
something?
exactly what I was.
What are you up to?
Well, with the routine testing done, all that's left to do is take a shower, then head home. But to be honest,
He is.
I don't like going home.
The
He's like,
fact
we could
that you
take a
have
shower
home to
together.
return to, that's something to be happy about.
You think so?
I'd like to keep talking some more. Do you mind if I go with you?
Get it,
Shower.
Shinji.
You're headed there, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather I didn't come?
No, it's not that
No,
I
you're gonna
mind it.
come, all right.
The last cometh right now.
The last cometh.
You go to extremes to avoid making first contact. Are you afraid of intimacy with others? If you keep clear of other people, then you won't be betrayed.
I love
You avoid
this.
hurting each other.
For Shinji, I mean, you know,
But
he's
you won't stop feeling lonely. No one can be eternally free from loneliness, because a person is ultimately alone. But people can live on by being able to forget.
just go with it. Just let it happen, dude.
We gotta go to bed.
With you?
No,
He is forward. He is Kaji.
Kaoru?
No one is this horny, dude.
Their hearts are delicate like glass. Yours especially.
You think so?
Yes, you're worthy of my grace.
Your grace?
I'm saying I like you.
Shinji! I'm so happy for you.
A body we created to put our scenario into action.
It's
body we
become an
created.
institution dedicated to the whims of one man.
Indeed. We must reclaim ownership of it.
Kare, you will be held accountable for your betrayal of Zila.
So Zila, the fifth child is like Zila's
Running
Ray.
out. Final angel will appear soon. Upon its elimination, our wishes will be fulfilled.
Oh, Gendo.
Soon. Very soon, Yui.
Why am I here? Why am I alive again?
That's what happens when you jerk off too much, I heard.
All for what? The fifth children. That person. He seemed a lot like me.
You were able to avoid being caught up in the mayhem.
Pen.
But I worry that next time we might not be so lucky. So starting tomorrow, you're gonna go stay with Ms. Haraki's family.
No!
I have to say goodbye for a while, Pen.
No!
I should be the one sleeping on the floor.
It's fine. I'm the one that made you let me sleep in here. I'm fine, really.
Be cool, Shinji.
So what did you want to talk about?
A lot has happened since I came here. Before I was a pilot, I was staying with a teacher. Days there were calm and uneventful. I was taking up space. But that was just fine with me.
You don't like other people?
It's not that. Just don't care, I guess. But I always knew I didn't like my father.
Because he's
I was thinking that perhaps I was born just so that I could meet you.
Yep.
Riz Master.
Yep.
Unlocked.
I like him now.
Create something from nothing. Man isn't a god after all.
Yes, but there is a man who endeavors to wield power equal to that of a god.
There is a man scheming to slam shut the box before the hope at the bottom can appear.
Hope? That is the hope of the Lilin.
For hope only exists within the confines of man's heart. But our hope has already manifested itself.
Our progenitor is Lilith.
And the angels, the true successors who arose from the now lost White Moon. Their progenitor is Adam.
The soul which was salvaged from Adam has been embodied in you. However, Adam's restored physical self has been embodied within Gendo Ikari.
I have much in common with him.
Thus, it is with you in whom we entrust our wish.
Okay.
I'm fully aware of that.
It's no use. He's too far away for me to be able to read his lips. This kid's a wacko. He noticed me? That's impossible.
So, okay. Adam's soul is in him. And
all will ride along the Lilland's currents.
What is this? This boy freely changes his synchronization rates within Ava, and he does it by his own will? Looks like I'm not gonna be able to pull any punches.
I'm surprised you made it here. You know all our conversations here are recorded.
I don't care. That boy, the fifth. Who is he?
He's probably the final messenger.
Right, let's go. Come, Adam's alter ego and Lilland's loyal servant.
Lilland. Who is Lilland again? Oh my god, he's a god.
Ava Unit 2 activated!
How is that possible?
Where's Asuka? She's in room 303.
There is no entry plug inside Unit 2. It's unmanned.
This is not an error. It's an angel.
How could that be?
In the central dogma?
An angel? That boy's an angel?
Well, he's the soul of Adam, so yeah.
Ma'am, cannot cut power to the maglets.
I never thought Zila would send an angel directly into HQ.
Dispatch Ava Unit 1.
Roger.
Use any means necessary to prevent the target from entering the terminal dogma.
Shinji's like, not again.
But why did the angel choose Unit 2?
That's a lie! It must be! Kaworu is an angel! It can't be true!
He's my boyfriend!
He's my angel!
Yeah, he's my angel. I'm his angel.
You betrayed me! You betrayed the trust that I put in you! You betrayed me, just like father!
I've been waiting for you, Shinji.
Kaworu!
Whoa.
Asuka,
This guy's just fucking floating. So he's able to control them because they come from him.
Ava and I share similar bodies.
Yeah.
We were both born as offspring of Adam, and Unit 2 has conveniently withdrawn its soul within itself.
An AT field?
Yes, that is the Lilland term for it, isn't it? Deep down, the Lilland must know the AT fields are the inner walls that everyone has inside themselves.
How would I know something like that, Kaworu?
If Unit 1 signal is lost and something major starts to happen, then...
I know what to do. I activate the self-destruct for the facility, right? That would be better.
They're working together.
What just happened? A powerful AT field like nothing we've ever seen.
Pilot communication is
Shinji should have the strongest AT field in the world then. Where are they?
Kaworu! No! Wait!
Final safety systems are disabled.
The Heaven's Door is now opening up.
Heaven's Door?
Adam, the mother-like entity for us, bringing about man's doom? No, wait, this isn't Lilith? So that's it. That's your plan, Lilith.
What? What?
I have to thank you, Shinji. I wanted you to stop Unit 2. If you hadn't, then it might have continued to live alongside of her.
Why do this?
Because even if it means humanity perishes in the process, fate dictates that I will live on. Choosing to die is the one and only choice that no one can take away from you. Only one life form will evade extinction and be granted a future, and I've come to the conclusion that you shouldn't be the one to die. You and your kind need a future. Thank you, Shinji. I'm so happy I could meet you.
I feel like crying. I don't know why. Just everything about this series is fucking incredible. I feel like I'm having a spiritual experience right now. No other show could do this. No other show could just stay on a frame for this long. Is gonna power wash or what?
Poor Shinji.
Kaoru said I was worthy of his grace. That was the first time
Anyone ever told you that?
someone told me they liked me.
And it was an angel.
He was just like me, just like Ayanami too. He was a much nicer person than me by a long shot. Kaoru should have been the one that survived.
Only those who have the will to live can survive. Shinji, you are not at fault.
That's cold, Miss Misato.
Wow. Holy fuck. I'm fucking... Okay, so I have it. I have it. So initially, I thought that Kaoru, right? Kaoru was Zila's Ray, but it was actually Adam's soul, right? And
It's just
Adam,
an angel.
An
That is
angel.
that is made of Adam.
An angel that is made of Adam. At first, I thought that that term that they were using, that name, the started with an L,
Lilims or
the Lilins or something like that. I don't know. I thought they were talking about Earthlings or humans.
They were.
They were.
He was.
Okay.
He was the only one using that word.
Right.
Yeah.
They were talking about the white moon and the black moon and all this.
And Lilith.
Right? Lilith,
which is the first that we've heard of. Like, we've heard of Adam and Eve and all this stuff, but yeah, like Lilith is now in the mix.
Lilith is
the Bible mentions the Lilith only once as a dweller in waste places, but the characterization of Lilith or the Lili as a seducer or slayer of children has a long prehistory in ancient Babylonian religion.
Okay.
Lilith was the first wife of Adam according to Jewish folklore, who was created at the same time from the same clay as Adam. Lilith is cited as having been banished from the Garden of Eden for not complying with and obeying Adam.
So God created Adam and Lilith, which not as catchy. And then Lilith turned out to be cut from a bad cloth. And he was like, Lilith, you got to go.
I guess.
And then he was like, let me try it again, actually. And instead of using the same clay to sculpt you, I'll just take
a piece.
Because I believe Eve was created from the rib of Adam. Interesting. It almost felt like then, and what I was trying to get at is that what they thought was Adam, what Gendo was calling Adam, wasn't actually Adam. It was Lilith the whole time. He's been lying about it. Because I'm sure he knew that Zile, whatever, would do what they ended up doing. And that was sort of his contingency. That was his long con, what he'd been doing since the very beginning. Which means that, again, I think the difference between Ray and Kaoru, I think I said his name right.
Well, yeah, Ray's not an angel.
Ray's not an angel. If anything,
and doesn't have the mentality of an angel.
Exactly.
Kaoru does.
Exactly. If anything, yeah, she has a human soul that was probably given to her from Shinji's mother, which is also something that we pretty much got confirmed in this episode too, or was it the last episode? They're bleeding.
I think it was this episode
together, but he basically said, yeah, they're the same. Shinji said, Ray, mom, like I wasn't imagining it. They are the same. So that's pretty much confirmed that somehow Gendo took a soul and put it into Ray. I don't know. That's not my point. My point is, it almost seems like everybody here, then he is calling a descendant of Lilith instead of a descendant of Adam. Do the angels, the Avas then themselves come from Lilith? Right? They do. Right? They do. Which means that, yeah, they represent evil. They are being banished from their Eden then, essentially, which is what Gendo was even saying to the other guy.
The commander.
Yeah, the commander. Like, this is almost... I mean, this is a lot. Yeah,
these two episodes were, I mean, we usually sprinkle throughout of speech, which the edited version for sure will be more of that. But we were like, we were a little gagunked.
Yeah,
there's a lot of information. Yeah.
So this is them. They are Lilith. Gendo is Lilith, but and that's even more so relevant. And shown as Lilith, who was thought to be Adam, has become part of Gendo's physical form. They are becoming one. They are becoming each other. Gendo is Lilith, right? If Lilith is being banished from the Garden of Eden for some of those things listed, then that's the same reason that these humans are being banished from their Eden, which is Earth.
I mean, they're like, their lives, their reality.
Yeah.
Annihilation.
But Kaoru, I think is his name. His soul came from an angel, right? And he has almost similar to, I guess, maybe potentially possibly a Jesus kind of a figure has kind of come down and saw Shinji and said, like, I will die so that you can live, right? Like, I will sacrifice myself.
Well, it's like,
you deserve life.
I mean, his whole thing was like, I'm gonna live on regardless of what happens to this like physical form. He even said like, like we're the same, me and Ray. We both have bodies of the Lilin or whatever.
Human.
Yeah. We both are like inside these bodies that aren't ours, pretty much. She was like, okay.
She was like, what? From like way up there.
But yeah, so that's like not his physical form. So
Yes.
he's just like, I'm gonna live in the dust or some shit. I mean, I'll live on. Like life and death mean the same thing to me.
Right, because they
but you deserve
beyond a physical plane.
Yeah, but you deserve, like, you and the people, your people deserve hope. You guys deserve life. Because I mean, again, it's like only one.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna live on. I'm gonna be chilling and be fine.
An AT field is a manifestation of the walls we built up within ourselves. Then Shinji should be indestructible.
Shinji was like, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Why would I even saying that, Kaoru?
He's like, yeah. I forgot how Kaoru said it. He said it along the lines of like, and I'm sure you know, Shinji, AT fields are but the manifestation of the walls we build inside of ourselves. And he's like, how would I know that? How would I know that? Yeah. But yeah, Shinji should be fucking unstoppable then, dude, because this man is a wall. He is a 360 impenetrable fortress of wall that he has built around himself.
And Asuka's just out of commish.
That was so sick too.
She's given up.
But she has like literally retreated. Her soul, she is just gone with everything that has happened. Seeing how people favor Rei, Kaji being dead, reliving this trauma, like she is gone. And that is why he was able to insert his soul inside of that Ava. They come from the same. They are the same thing. Absolutely incredible. And I also wanted to say, I mean, again, I really do apologize because my mind is literally freaking everywhere right now. But I also wanted to say how amazing it was for Shinji, and I really hope that he heard that he accepts that, because it's one thing to be told something and another thing to accept it. But nobody in his entire life has ever told him
that they like
him, that he deserves anything, let alone happiness, to live, to be alive.
Yeah, which is sad because I'm sure if his mother didn't disappear, she
would have told him.
I mean, she told him before he knew what words were.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was the only one really saying that.
But an angel literally told him, was the first being to tell him, which kind of trumps everybody.
Yeah.
Now, I guess all that there is left to really,
and I mean, it was confirmed, like, they're not going to school anymore.
Right.
And it showed another thing happened. That whole puddle. So his friends moved away.
His friends
they're
are gone.
gone.
They did kind of just like throw that in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think he was going to be seeing the other one. He's like,
right.
He tore up my arm. And
yeah, he's hospitalized. Yeah, so I just I just think that the only thing left for me to really try to decipher, I guess, is
all of it.
Well, I mean, there's still so much. No, there really is.
That's really at the end. It's like, yeah, I still like want some things to be tied up, and it's like, but I still don't comprehend what's actually happening. Like, yeah.
Well, for me, it's
just a lot.
For me, I think I'm starting to really make some kind of sense of it. The only thing that I don't really have an idea about is like what the angels are, where they came from. I mean, they're extraterrestrial beings.
They're angels.
They're literal angels from heaven above.
Are you serious?
I'm just saying that it depends.
After all this.
No, things are very biblical, of course. There could be biblical references within science fiction.
Are questioning whether or not these things that are called angels.
All I'm saying is that what are even biblical angels within our reality, but potentially extraterrestrials? Are they not alien? Are they foreign to this world? Absolutely. I just didn't know if they were literal biblical angels or this series' interpretation of, which I think is freaking amazing. And I just wanted to be clear because they could just be calling them that. Okay, so they're biblical angels.
I'm not saying any. Just finish. Why don't you just finish the story? How about that?
Okay. Let me just wrap up my thoughts. They're biblical angels that have come back.
You don't know that yet.
Okay. I don't know that yet, but let me just kind of. This is what I'm assuming. They're biblical angels that have come back because man has taken the soul of an angel and imbued it and created a human with the soul of an angel. Right, which is kind of like somewhat biblical. I think there is a story where, and this kind of comes from the Seraphim and the Nephilim, I think, or something of the sort, where there was a period of time where angels in biblical, in the Bible, I guess, came to Earth, and they were mingling with humans, creating demigods, creating, I think, potentially, I can't remember if they were called Seraphim or Nephilim. I don't remember the distinction between the two, but they resulted in them being like giants, which is why apparently like Goliath in David and Goliath is actually half angel, half human. And that's partially, I think, why the flood had to happen, was because it was like for that to be like all wiped away, because God was like, okay, you guys can't just go down there and be fucking everybody, all right? This is throwing a wrench in my plan. And everybody was like, whoa, hey, chill, I'm just trying to kill some time.
Get my dick sucked.
I'm just trying to get my dick sucked, God. Hey, whoa, chill. Why'd you make us with dicks if you didn't want us to get sucked, God? And he's like, fuck, you got me there. No more questions. And he just sent a flood, and that is in the Bible. Anyway, yeah, so that they've incurred the wrath of the angels because of, like you said, Ray, Eve, and now we're finding out that Adam is actually not Adam, but it's Lilith, which is apparently Adam's first wife. Okay. I think I'm starting to really kind of understand it a little bit. There's a lot of things, a lot of questions I have left. This gets harder and harder to talk about. It is an absolutely incredible series that never ceases to stop amazing me, like literally frying my mind and amazing me with every single episode. We have 2 freaking episodes left.
Woo!
And then we have the first movie, which is the end of Evangelion, which we will be watching after. But 2 episodes within the series left. My mind is mush, and there's so many other things I want to express, so many other things I want to say, but I don't have the faculties to do that right now. All right, I'm like, Shinji in the when he was just a suit inside the Ava.
Oh yeah.
That's me right now. Yeah, man, these episodes were crazy. My mind is blown. I cannot wait to watch these final 2 episodes, and I want to thank everybody who's been here and been a part of this journey so far. Remember that if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing, leaving a comment. All of those things help us out so much. They mean so much to us, and we greatly appreciate that. If you would like to see the full uncut, unedited versions of these reactions and the entire backlog of all of the rest of these reactions and any other reactions that we do, you can see those and get access to those by becoming a Patreon member, by going to patreon.com/volume1pod, or by becoming a YouTube member by clicking join somewhere next to the subscribe button on our main channel, which there will be a link to in the description down below. I know that's a lot, and I apologize every single time. But yeah, I just, again, want to thank you guys so much. The love and excitement for this series, I fully understand it now, and it has been such a pleasure to be on this journey with everybody who has been a part of it so far. And I just say that and look forward to experiencing these last 2 episodes with everyone as well. So thank you guys so freaking much. You guys are incredible human beings, and we both love you so much. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro that is always the same and never changes, which today, Mehgan, is...
There must have been an angel by my side.
Where's that from?
Sade.
Oh, Sade.
There must have been an angel by my side. Oh, or you're worthy of my grace.
Ooh, that was... See, that's why it's so hard to... The post-episode conversations are getting harder and harder because there's so many things that I want to talk about. I mean, I completely forgot to talk about Shinji's little thing.
Shinji, I mean, that's like you're in the presence of an angel. Like,
right.
Who wouldn't blush?
Exactly, you're right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Gender.
Right. Fluid.
No, it's true. It's like...
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big thing in the community. Everyone was like...
Yeah. Yeah, well, I support Shinji no matter what, dude. So, there's that.
But
right.
yeah, he was just... Yeah, and he was like, wow, you like me? Like, no one's ever told me that. Like,
Yeah.
Of course he'd be a little flustered. But he did. He was really drawn to him.
He really was.
He really was. Like, he's waiting for him to get off of work. He said, can I sleep with you? You want to take a bath together?
Yeah,
like,
he was... Yeah.
the whole time he was around.
Yeah.
He was right by Shinji. That's why I was like, there must have
been an angel by my side.
But you're worthy of my grace.
You're worthy of my grace. Okay, that sounds good. I like that. Let's do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah. That's what he said to Shinji, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you for watching. Thank you for any and all ways that you show your support. And until next time,
you're worthy of my grace.
Come over here, Shinji. Let me give you my grace. My grace is ready for you, Shinji.
Stop.